Welcome to the Explainer. So let's be honest, is your browser just a graveyard of AI tabs? Yeah, you're not alone. What started as this amazing promise of AI productivity has kind of turned into a total mess, right? A chaos of subscriptions, logins, and just too much stuff. Well, today we're going to dig into the big shift that's happening, the great AI consolidation. We're talking about the move away from all those endless apps and into one smart, unified workspace. All right, so here's the game plan for today. We'll kick things off by talking about this age of AI overload and the hidden costs that come with it. Then we'll get into the good stuff, the solutions. We'll look at the all-in-one platforms and then the idea of building your own personal stack. After that, we'll help you figure out which path is right for you. And finally, we'll take a little peek into what's coming next. Okay, first up, the age of AI overload. AI was supposed to be this magic bullet, right? It was going to make us all super smart, super fast. But the reality for a lot of us, it's just this tangled web of subscriptions. It's draining our bank accounts and maybe even worse, our focus. And this quote from Izzolo it hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? Subscription chaos, context switching nightmares, and genuine confusion. That's it. That's the feeling. The very tools that were supposed to save us time are now the things eating up our day. It's a daily battle with tabs and passwords. So, to make this all a bit more real, let's talk about Marcus. He's a freelance developer, and his story really shows just how easy it is for any of us to get caught in this AI overload trap. Okay, take a look at Marcus's tool stack. Does this look maybe a little too familiar? He started out simple, just one or two things. Then he added Perplexity for his research, Midjourney for some images, and bam. Before he even realized it, he was juggling like 6 different AIs. All of them powerful, sure, but none of them talking to each other. And of course, every single one of those tools had its own monthly bill. It's that classic story, isn't it? A $20 charge here, another one there. It doesn't seem like much, but then it all just snowballs, and suddenly you're looking at a monthly bill of $137. Yikes. And zoom out for the year? That's over $1,600. Just gone for access to these tools. But honestly, the money isn't even the biggest problem here. The real cost is way sneakier. Yeah, because the costs that really hurt aren't showing up on your bank statement. We're talking about the hidden taxes you're paying with your time and your focus. First up, there's this thing called subscription fatigue. It's that mental exhaustion you feel trying to remember, wait, did I have that conversation in ChatGPT or Claude, or which one is better for summarizing again? You're trying to piece together a puzzle from 5 different boxes. It's draining. And then there's the big one. It's called the context switching tax. Think about it. Every single time you click from one AI to another, you're not just switching a tab. You're forcing your brain to slam on the brakes, change gears, and start all over again. And that tax? Well, it's steep. Get ready for this number because it is wild. Research from Stanford found it takes, on average, 23 minutes to get your focus back after you switch tasks. 23 minutes. So let's do some quick math. You hop between your AIs just 10 times in a day, you've basically just thrown away almost 4 hours of productive time. That's insane. Okay, enough with the doom and gloom. How do we actually fix this mess? Well, the first huge trend we're seeing is the rise of the all-in-one platform. Think of it as like one single command center for everything AI. This is what we're calling an AI workspace. It's basically the antidote to all that chaos we were just talking about. The whole idea is to bring everything, all the different AI models, your notes, your project tasks, and put them all under one roof. No more jumping around, just one seamless, smart place to get work done. And these platforms are so much more than just a bunch of chatbots thrown together. We're talking about really useful features. Like, you can compare different AI models side by side for the same prompt. Or, and this is a big one, you can take an idea that AI spits out and instantly turn it into a task for your team. It's all connected. But hey, maybe you're thinking, I don't want to be locked into one company's ecosystem. And that's fair. Which brings us to the second big solution, building your very own personal stack. It's like curating your own AI dream team. Now, this is not about going back to collecting a bunch of subscriptions. No. This is the complete opposite. It's about being super intentional, choosing just a few powerful tools, a lot of them are even free, that are amazing at one specific thing and that work together perfectly. So here's a really popular way to do this. It's a 3-step process.
First, you research. You use an AI search engine, something like Perplexity, to get the best, most current info. Step 2, you synthesize. You take everything you found, links, PDFs, whatever, and you drop it into a tool like NotebookLM to find all the hidden connections. And finally, step 3, you create. You use a big, powerful multimodal AI, think Gemini, to turn all that research into your final product, whether that's a script, a summary, or a bunch of social media posts. It's like your own personal, super efficient assembly line for creating stuff.
All right, so that brings us to the million-dollar question. Which way should you go? The all-in-one workspace or building your own custom stack? Honestly, there's no single right answer. It really truly depends on the kind of work you do. Let's break it down. If you work on a team and you guys need that single source of truth for all your projects, an all-in-one platform is probably a no-brainer. It just makes sense. But if you're, say, a student or a researcher, a tool like NotebookLM is incredible because it's source-grounded, meaning it only uses the documents you give it, so it's super accurate. For anyone finding info online, Perplexity is king for fact-check stuff. And if you're a creator, you absolutely need a creative engine like Gemini that can whip up text, images, the whole shebang. So where is all of this headed? Let me tell you, this whole consolidation thing is really just getting started. The future is all about making these workspaces even more connected, even more seamless. We're going to see way deeper integrations where your AI workspace talks directly to the other tools you use every day, like your Slack, your Asana, even your code editor. And check this out, specialized AI routing. This is where the platform is smart enough to know, oh, this is a coding question. I should send this to the best coding model without you even having to think about it. Plus, we'll see better collaboration tools and hopefully much simpler pricing. Fingers crossed on that last one. So that really just leaves us with one final thought. A question for you to chew on. Is your current set of AI tools actually working for you, or are you working for them? Remember, the whole point of this AI revolution was to make our lives easier, to make us more creative. This big consolidation trend, it feels like a course correction, getting us back to that original promise. The most important thing is just to be intentional about the tools you use. Thanks for tuning in.